Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Don Johnson.
And I'm Terry Briggs. Here's what's happening in your city.
Grand Prairie voters are facing a decision about the 172-acre Central Park. The city wants to sell 24 acres of the park along the frontage road of State Highway 161, the area highlighted in red on this map. According to the city, selling the land will create more opportunity for retail, restaurant, and hotel development. Since developers will not usually build on land they do not own, the city proposes selling the property to attract developers. State law requires voters approve the sale, so the issue will be on the November 8th ballot in Grand Prairie. If it's approved, funds from the sale will be used for park improvements. If it's denied, the land won't be sold, but the city can continue pursuing development on the site. You'll find more information about the land sale and details about where and when to vote by going to the city's website at gptx.org. It's a big day for some hardworking students in Grand Prairie. The city is giving them awards for helping Miles for Smiles, a fund drive for a special needs playground. Here at Florence Hill Elementary, Matthew Wiedeker is the star. He raised $200 in quarters, more than any other student in the city. Did you know your son was going to be collecting that much money when he started?
No, but we did honestly try, and my son is autistic with some other delays, and so we know that we'll be using the park quite a bit.
Aziza, please come up and accept your award.
The School for the Highly Gifted is also being rewarded as the hardest working classroom and school by bringing in more than $2,400. Achievement awards were also presented to Travis World Language Academy and South Grand Prairie High School. Overall, officials say $40,000 was donated during Miles for Smiles, most of it raised by the school district. All of the money will be used for Playground Adventures, a revolutionary 10-acre site that is part of the massive Epic at Central Park project. It's due to open next fall.
Grand Prairie has paid tribute to one of its own with a unique honor. McFalls Park will be known from now on as the Gene Campbell Baseball Center, after the city held a dedication ceremony there.
When I got the news that Gene had passed away, he had been to our facility about, a week and a half prior to that.
Campbell was renowned for mentoring thousands of boys and men in Grand Prairie and beyond, teaching them about baseball and life over several decades. He first got involved with Grand Prairie Boys Baseball Incorporated in 1988 and built it into one of the top organizations of its kind in the country, running some of the largest tournaments in the U.S. as well as serving as its president. He was also the North Texas State Director for the United States Specialty Sports Association before he passed away in January.
It amazes me what a round leather stitch ball can do. 5 ounces is what this thing weighs. It teaches teamwork, discipline, and brings people together of every race, color, and age.
He just loved the game. He loved the kids. He loved coaching them. He loved teaching them the fundamentals. And I think he would be proud, but at the same time, he'd be very humble from what they've done with the naming the park after him.
Ready?
The family is carrying on his legacy through the Gene Campbell Sports Foundation, which is working with the city to start a low to no cost baseball league.
Mighty, mighty left foot. Grand Prairie Police are parking their squad cars and pounding the pavement as part of the 5th annual GPPD Memorial Run. The run is dedicated to Patrolman Lyndon F. King, who was killed by a suspected drunk driver in 1982, and Sergeant Gregory L. Hunter, who was shot to death as he investigated a suspicious vehicle in 2004.
We're out here to grow closer and appreciate each other because we never know when one of us may be lost. So never take a day for granted, never take each other for granted, and let's honor the memories of these heroes.
The run starts at the parking lot where Sergeant Hunter died. It ends 7.5 miles later near the scene of Officer King's death.
Thank all of you guys for running today in honor of our 2 officers. It is an honor for me, and I'm very humbled, as well as Lyndon would be.
For us, it's extremely important that Greg's memory is, remembered, as well as Officer King. And every time we turn around, you are there. The fire department is there in what we do, and your support to us, is so appreciated.
More than 3 dozen sworn officers and cadets ran in this year's event.
Hey, what a beautiful night in Nottingham.
Another early evening bike ride led by Grand Prairie Mayor Ron Jensen means a scenic tour of the city's north side. It's the 6th Cyclin with the Mayor event of the year, which includes a visit to the neighborhoods of Nottingham and the picturesque trails in and around Mike Lewis Park. This is the second to last ride of the year for the series that the Mayor started as part of the Get Fit GP Community Wellness Initiative. The rides cover anywhere from 5 to 6 miles and are set at a casual pace to encourage mingling along the way.
Best shot ever!
Yeah. Evening. What a great ride.
Each ride also covers a new route in a different area of the city, which may explain why it continues to enjoy so much appeal for so many of the participants.
I live in Grand Prairie, and every time I see a new part of Grand Prairie, and it's all beautiful. It really is quite nice. That I just didn't know was all Grand Prairie. And the rides are a nice, leisurely pace, and the camaraderie, it's nice. It's a lot of fun.
The last Cyclin with the Mayor event of the year is November 21st and will feature a tour of the 2016-17 edition of Prairie Lights at Lynn Creek Park. For more information, go to gptx.org/getfitgp or grandfundgp.com.
It's mosquito season, and that means the threat of Zika, chikungunya, and West Nile virus. The city of Grand Prairie is attacking the mosquito threat with a strategy called Fight the Bite. Here's how it works. Mosquitoes breed in standing water, so places that collect water are constantly monitored and treated with larvicide as needed. Abandoned pools are also checked and, if necessary, treated to kill larvae. Each week, 2 types of mosquito traps are set out across the city. One is for the mosquito that spreads Zika and CHIKV, the other for the biter that carries West Nile. The next day, the traps are emptied and the specimens are sent to a local lab to be tested for disease. Within 48 hours, the city is notified about positive samples, informs the public, and takes action. If Zika or CHIKV is found in a sample or there is a confirmed human case, a thermal insecticide fogger and a ground sprayer will be used to treat the property where the trap was set or the victim lives. The infection site and nearby properties will also be inspected for breeding sources that will be treated with insecticide. A truck-mounted sprayer will then apply insecticide to the surrounding neighborhood.
We need to look closely at possible breeding sites because these mosquitoes aren't flying from a mile away. They're probably born in that yard or in the yard next door. They don't travel far. They usually breed, live, and die within that 150-foot radius.
When there is a positive West Nile sample or infection, the city will continue to respond with 2 nights of ground spraying in the neighborhood where the sample was trapped or the victim lives. Grand Prairie residents can do their part to fight the bite by following the 4 Ds. Use mosquito spray with DEET when you're outdoors, day or night. Wear long sleeves and pants when you're outdoors. Drain standing water around your home. Avoid being outside at dusk or dawn when mosquitoes are most active.
People just need to get into the habit of spraying mosquito repellents every time they leave the house because we have the biters at dusk and dawn, but we also have the Aedes mosquitoes that carry Zika and CHIKV and dengue and other diseases. Those are daytime biters. So people just need to make sure that they spray every time they leave the house.
You can find more information about the city's mosquito strategy online at gptx.org/fightthebite. That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you'll join us again next time.